undergrad, and then they did all the arrangements. And I think it's a lot of efforts, when you try to do that. So it's a fantastic, and I also wanted to thank the distinguished guests and all of the distinguished guests who are here today, and there are many of them. And I want to thank them for taking the time to come. So when I became 21, I stopped celebrating my birthday. So I'm still 21, so don't think I'm an old man. So, life is a journey. And we all have things that happen to us and that influence what we wanted in our life. In 1968, when I was an undergraduate engineering student in Coimbatore, my father died of cancer. So this has been my journey of more than a half a century. And I simply believe no one should be dying of cancer. No one should be suffering from cancer. No one should be dying of heart disease or diabetes, and we can be healthy. In the US, Domino's Pizza has a slogan. And the slogan is, what is better than pizza? Free pizza, right? So, what is better than going to a hospital, not getting sick? And what we need to do, each of us need to focus on how we can improve our lifestyle to be healthy and happy. And if you're healthy and you're happy, you're holy. Let me go back and a big round of applause for the two teenagers who won. They became the chess masters and not too long ago. And the reason I want to point out is that this is India. We have 1.5 billion brilliant minds in India. So they represent and how we can globally compete and be successful. But I also want to point out, if you look at the picture, something you'll notice that you might not have paid attention, I did. So the little girl, she's wearing braces for her teeth. Her mother lost her teeth, she needs a dental implant. Her brother is closing his mouth because he too needs braces, but he cannot afford that. So that is my concern. The vast majority of people cannot afford the basic needs. And that is what I'm focusing on. And as I go through that, I'll tell you that we're taking care of everyone in the world. Our doctors, trained in India, are all over the world taking care of patients. But why are we not taking care of our own fellow brothers and sisters? So, and that is the focus of the thing, that we need to be able to see what we can do. So this is a non-profit foundation. I started it about 20 years ago to focus on improving clinical outcome at a lower cost. Every time we talk about, somebody's talking about high-tech. We can talk about a proton therapy, we can talk about carbon therapy. They're wonderful. But when I joined oncology and medicine in 1972, we treated and cured early localized cancers. More than 50 years later, I can tell you, the story is still the same. We're treating and curing early localized cancers. So the entire world is copying the United States of America healthcare system. We do not have in the world a healthcare system, but what we have is a disease care system. US spends more than $5 trillion per year for the healthcare delivery. The US healthcare delivery is ranked 15th, very last of the 15 OECD countries, Organization of Economic Development and Cooperation. Every private hospital in the world is trying to mimic and copy what Americans are doing. but their system is ranked the very last in the world. So, why everybody is focusing on this? Because disease care generates a lot of money. So, what we have is that we have a disease care system that will perpetuate the disease care system by promising a lot of new high tech. But a proton therapy doesn't do any good for a patient with advanced cancer. So we have a lot of neat technology that we can do that will improve the clinical outcome at a lower cost. Triple E. When I lost my mother in 1982, I was devastated. Every woman and every man was given birth to, nursed, nourished, and raised by women. Women